What's happening, everybody? It's Sean with Reactions to the Classics, and today we got a song battle of Hurray for the Riff Raff. We got Snakeplant, in parentheses, The Past is Alive, versus Ogallala. This is brought to us by friend, longtime supporter, and patron of the channel, T-Soup. Thank you, T-Soup. Appreciate you. Appreciate all the patrons who make this thing go. If you guys support us anyway, check out that Patreon link below or the patron link on the end screen. We couldn't do it without him. Now, T-Super has great taste in music, right? Wide-ranging, but he's a little bit older guy like myself. I mean, I know I don't look it. I'm sure he doesn't look it, but he keeps up with 2024 music and everything going on, which I'm not always able to do. So I really like Hurray for the Riff Raff. I think they are fantastic. And this is from their 9th album, The Past is Alive, just released this year in 2024. T-Soup says, I love this LP, maybe their best. The LP remembers and celebrates past memories and people and provides warning signs for today. Now, those memories include band leader Alinda Segura. Their dad died a month before this album, so the writing and stuff kind of reflects that. T-Soup says, I chose these two songs for the stories they tell, the pictures they paint. Both seem autobiographical of Segura's late teen days of leaving New York City to literally roam the country, hopping on trains. Yeah, you heard that right. So let's get to the battle. First up, we got Snakeplant, parentheses, The Past is Alive. T-Soup says, takes you directly to those train hopping days, cinematic in scope, and like a Dylan song in the best ways, no chorus is needed. I love how people met along the way are remembered and worried about, as all people should be, and goosebump moments towards the end with lines like, maybe someday I'll see you again in a field, a war, a kingdom of sand, and maybe we could smile again, or maybe we could dance again. So that's fantastic. I miss so many people, T-Soup says. I will see them again. All right, I'm going to have the lyrics up as always. Thanks again, T-Soup.
Snake plants, Florida water. I only wanted ever be a good daughter. Soft hands, gold rings. Try to remember most everything, like feeding grapefruits to the cows on my belly while I'm laughing out loud. A bathing suit on a 2-day drive. Malaria, you can't sleep at night. Lemon tree and a mango for the baby. Record player, you could come to Sister Sadie. Gonna cut a rope and tie her to the tree when the hurricane comes, hurricane comes. I know your face, I know your smell. I know that you were living in hell. Pee in the bushes while I wait for a train. Under the bridge when it starts to rain. I never got to ride the Sunset Route, but I drank enough 100 proof. Campfire on the super fun side. Garbage island fucking in the moonlight. Play my song for the barrel of freaks, and we go shoplifting when it's time to eat it. They don't even really know my name. I'm so happy that we escaped from where we came. Tattoo with a needle and thread. Most of our old friends are dead, so tested drugs, remember Narcan. There's a war on the people, what don't you understand? There's fentanyl and everything. Don't become an angel with a broken wing. Oh, we need you back down here on earth, and nothing is as painful as birth. Well, time flies when you're getting old, but I was born with a baby boy soul. Maybe someday I'll see you again in a field, a war, a kingdom of sand, and maybe we could smile again. Oh, used to think I was alone, but nothing will stop me now. Nothing will stop me now. Oh, nothing will stop me now. Well, nothing can stop me now.
Wonderfully written song. Wonderfully written. Olinda's vocal inflections too, even though there's not a chorus, you feel like it by the way Olinda varies up the voice. But the lyrics tell the story. It's autobiographical, I'm sure, as T Super said, because it talks about, Snakeplant's Florida water, only ever wanted to be a good daughter. That's how it starts, because I'm sure the death of Olinda's father is on their mind. And then just all of the stuff that takes place in verse 1, kind of being in Florida, all the things, the hurricane comes, I know your face, I know your smell, I know that you were living in hell. And then verse 2, we're off, right? The protagonist is off on that nomadic lifestyle. Talks about the train. I never got to ride the sunset route, but I drank enough, 100 proof. And then all kinds of other things. Play my song for the barrel of freaks, and we go shoplifting when it's time to eat. They don't even really know my name. I'm so happy that we escaped from where we came. And then verse 3, talking about doing the drugs. So test your drugs. Remember Narcan, because most of our old friends are dead. There's a war on the people. What don't you understand? There's fentanyl and everything. And just kind of goes through. Time flies when you're getting old, but I was born with the baby boy soul. Maybe someday I'll see you again. And then those verses that T Soup shared. So it's maybe we could dance again while I was young. When I left home, I never stopped running. Used to think I was alone, but nothing will stop me now. Nothing will stop me now. Finishes out with that, nothing will stop me now. A fantastic song. And for me, it's going to be really hard to beat, but I don't want to get ahead of myself, and I don't want to call the winner yet. So we get to Ogallala. T Super says, closes out the stories from the road in remembrance of those missed. The song waltzes out slowly, but builds musically and lyrically, where towards the end, Cigarra wonders, I used to think I was born into the wrong generation, but now I know I made it right on time. And then the next lines are like a sock in the jaw. I won't tell you what those are. He didn't tell us. T Super didn't tell us what they are. I'll tell you what they are after the song, right? Great, appropriate. Who knows what's in store for us all these days? A great faux ending to this great LP, because there's a little instrumental after this, but this is the last proper song on the album, which always says something too, right? What are we finishing off our album with?
Hiding from the cops in Ogallala, Nebraska, getting dropped off on the county line. You were so mean, but I had to keep walking. We walked that state on Highway 30 time. And I was in love with my American footprint. Tracks of blood left out in the snow. Salt Lake Beacon burnt by electrical fencing. Half moon rising, headlights down below. Now what do I do with this terrible feeling? Been all these years I'm driving the same highway stretch. You know that scene at the end of Titanic? Well, I'm the one who's still playing on the deck. in my eye to watch the world burn, to watch the world burn, to watch the world burn. I'm right on time. In the autumn, I'll be waiting Leave me in the autumn, in the garden, waiting
All right, Ogallala, another wonderfully written song. And I've only heard the word Ogallala in my life when I was growing up. I was born and lived in Omaha, Nebraska until I was 12 years old. And there's an Ogallala, Nebraska. Here we are, hiding from the cops in Ogallala, Nebraska. So it's that. It's that. Talking about how that all plays out, walking, and we walk the state on Highway 30 time because it's getting dropped off on a county line. So I think we're still riding the trains doing that thing. So now what do I do with this terrible feeling? Been all these years I'm driving the same highway stretch. You know that scene at the end of Titanic? Well, I'm the one who's still playing on the deck. I mean, the writing on this is just fantastic. Meet me back in a San Francisco bookstore, down the stairs in the poetry aisle. We'll get lost in a city forgotten because I don't like change and I hate goodbyes. Now that, what do you turn into when all reality is blending? An image of a photocopy of a lie? I used to think I was born into the wrong generation, but now I know I made it right on time. And then the next lines that T Super said in our opening, and then the next lines are like a sock in the jaw. To watch the world burn, with a tear in my eye. To watch the world burn, I'm right on time. In the autumn, I'll be waiting around. Meet me in the autumn, in the garden, well. So that to watch the world burn. This song is fantastic as well. I've already heard two other songs in here because T Super brought them at the time of me filming this last night in my live stream. I do live streams on YouTube every Wednesday at 5 o'clock Central Time. Come join us. Yes, the shameless plug in there, but two other songs on it that were fantastic as well. So I'm going to have to go listen to this album. But right now, we got the little unfinished business of, I've got to pick a winner. This one's really close, but I got to go with Snakeplant. The Past is Alive. But they're both fantastic. The arrangement in that was great. The arrangement on Ogallala was a little more dialed back. You had the great Mike Mogus of Bright Eyes fame, but also a wonderful producer in his own right on the steel pedal there. So that had more of a country sound, which I like too. It fit the song and the mood. So both songs are wonderfully arranged, wonderfully written. There really is no loser. But I'll go with Snakeplant, but I didn't know what you think. What's your favorite one on here? If you listen to this LP, what is your favorite track on this LP? Let me know what else I should listen to from Hurray for the Riff Raff. I've listened to a couple of their albums, and one of them ended up on my list back in 2022. Trey and I did our top albums of every year, our top 10s, and Hurray for the Riff Raff appeared on one of those lists for me, but that's for another day. Appreciate T Super for bringing this one. Give him a little love in the comments below. And until next time, guys, I will see you.